Tracy Chapman was once rejected for being too simple, and her debut album almost never happened due to a tragic accident involving the original producer. But she didn't give up. With just a guitar and razor-sharp lyrics, Tracy stood her ground against the industry and won. She didn't want to be a star, but she became a guiding light. In this video, you'll find out how an unknown young woman recorded in just 8 weeks an album that became a classic, even with everything working against her. Tracy Chapman was born on March 30th, 1964, in Cleveland, Ohio. Raised by her mother in modest surroundings, she showed an early interest in music. At 3, her mom gave her a ukulele, and by 8, she was already playing guitar and writing her own songs. During high school, she joined the A Better Chance program, which offers educational opportunities to talented minority students, allowing her to attend prestigious schools. She later enrolled at Tufts University in Medford, Massachusetts, where she graduated with a degree in anthropology and African studies. While studying, Tracy performed on the streets and in coffeehouses around Boston, sharing her music with the local crowd. It was during this time that a fellow student, Brian Koppelman, discovered her and introduced her music to his father, Charles Koppelman, an executive at SBK Records. That connection led to a deal with Elektra Records and the recording of her debut album. After signing with Elektra Records, she got to work right away, full of ideas. The problem? The market in 1988 was flooded with dance pop and synth pop, sounds packed with drum machines and synthesizers. When producers heard the demo of Talking About a Revolution, many said, no, too simple, too subtle, too different, and that was seen as a problem. Elektra had even chosen a producer, but he died in a car crash. A shock. He was replaced by someone with less experience, and according to Tracy, those sessions were terrible and overdone, filled with effects that clashed with the raw sound she wanted. She wanted truth, simplicity, but they were putting makeup on a bare soul. The turning point came with David Kirschenbaum, a producer who had long wanted to make something more acoustic, raw, and honest. He believed the industry was bored, and the audience was ready to hear real lyrics again. The moment he heard Tracy, he knew there was something truly unique there, but he also understood the most important thing. Everything has to be built around her. Tracy's biggest concern: integrity, no frills, nothing that would distract from the lyrics, the voice, the message. She demanded simple recordings with real emotion, nothing fancy, and Kirschenbaum respected that. The result? A pure, direct album that still hits hard to this day. The album was done in just 2 months, and in Kirschenbaum's own words, the audience wanted what we had, and they couldn't find it anywhere else.
Don't you know? Talking about a revolution.
The opening track is a call for social change, shining a light on the struggle of the underprivileged for justice and equality. Chapman wrote the song in 1982, reflecting her early concern for political issues. The melody is simple, but the message is powerful, a timeless protest anthem.
I had a feeling that I belonged.
This song tells the story of a young woman trying to escape poverty and build a better life. The fast car is a metaphor for hope, a way out. Interestingly, this iconic track almost didn't make it onto the album. It was one of the last songs recorded, but the moment Chapman played it for Kirschenbaum, he fell in love instantly. Can you imagine if she had skipped it?
Last night I heard the screaming, then a silence that chilled.
Unlike the other tracks, this one is sung a cappella and tackles domestic violence head-on. The lack of instruments only makes the message more serious, highlighting both the victim's helplessness and the failure of the system. This bold artistic choice showed Chapman's courage to speak hard truths without sugarcoating them.
Baby, can I hold you tonight?
A ballad about the struggle to express emotions and say, "I'm sorry." Released as the 3rd single, it had moderate success at the time, but has since been covered by many artists. Its gentle melody and heartfelt lyrics still resonate with listeners.
Those who sow misfortune is having mountains on nothing.
In this track, Chapman takes aim at materialism and the endless pursuit of possessions. The lyrics take the point of view of someone longing for wealth, only to realize it doesn't bring true happiness. The rich instrumentation adds a layer of irony, clashing with the song's deeper message. According to Chapman, people saw the album as political, but she left that open. It's all a matter of perspective. In other words, for her, the songs were about life, about reality, and if that sounds political, Maybe it's because the world still hasn't changed. In the middle of all the synthetic production of the 80s, Tracy came in with just her voice, her guitar, and truth. No dancing, no effects, no gimmicks. Just good music, full of soul. She proved you don't have to shout to be heard, that a simple song can say more than 1,000 electronic beats, that there's room, plenty of room, for those who want to speak the truth. Tracy Chapman's debut album didn't just launch her career, it opened the door for a new generation of artists who dared to be authentic. And maybe it reminds us that sometimes, less really is more, and that we too can be heard, even when the world says otherwise.
Talking about a revolution, oh, no.
Before you go, check out the other videos showing up on the screen. You're gonna love them. See you next time.